Further education across the UK has been undervalued, not just in terms of perception around the skill of what we do and how specialist it is, but we've actually been undervalued economically as well.
The further education system is quite stressed at the moment, financially stressed. There's lots of challenge of leadership. Lots of colleges are finding it difficult to balance their books.
Further education is sometimes seen as the place of last resort for people who've dropped out of our system, and I think there is a way more positive narrative to be told.
Further education has a huge role to play in society. We are community anchors, we serve our regions and we serve our industries, but in addition to that, we can add real value to social mobility and create transformational change, both to individuals and to the economy.
Leadership's the key to the success of any organisation, but there'd been no leadership development for 10 years in our sector. So therefore it seemed to me, and it seemed to lots of people, that it was really important that we develop a new national leadership programme.
It's absolutely not about a kind of chalk and talk faculty at the front of the classroom saying, this is how you do strategy, this is how you do finance. It's a conversation, it's a debate, it's a very dynamic, creative relationship and learning process.
I think that for any leadership programme there need to be moments when you're outside of your comfort zone. Otherwise you sort of don't make progress, you don't move forwards. And my experience of it was there are a number of different sessions at Oxford where when you start doing them you're sort of thinking, I don't quite see where this is heading, and then at the end of it, it's like, aha.
Within some of the modules, we learned through different styles. So one of the units was by a company that does leadership training through the art of Shakespeare. So the notion of being able to tell a story and then to understand within that story how you're capturing emotion and getting key messages across, they were really powerful learning tools, I felt.
So there's a whole range of ways which are not what you would expect from a development programme, which I think have really enriched it and made it incredibly different.
I think it changed how I developed my principals' briefings. I think it changed a little bit how I talk and present to the staff, and just to be really authentic and not be afraid to sound not overly professional and overly prepared. Actually, I think the real power for the staff has been that authenticity through narrative and through stories, and I think that's really helped to get some of the messages across.
These are not training programmes. These are development programmes, and they are a provocation to thought and action. So, and one of the key parts of that is reflection. So what I think these slightly left field activities do, they give you a different lens to look back at yourself.
The big takeaway for me from the Oxford Saïd Business School programme has been the ability to look at the big picture and to get off the dance floor and to stop being involved in the day-to-day technical delivery. I think for a CEO to be successful, that is absolutely fundamental.
One of the real strengths of the programme has been some of the alumni events where people are getting back together, they're sharing ideas, they're sharing best practice. So yes, the technical elements of the programme, for me personally, were invaluable, but actually building that network is improving knowledge and it's improving relationships between principals, because collaboration is critical for this sector.
Because we've now got 3 programmes we run at Oxford, a programme for chairs, a programme for principals and CEOs, and a programme for deputies, we're beginning to build a new form of team inside many colleges. So they've got a shared language and a shared reference point, and I think a shared sense of confidence.
Our Vice-Chancellor at the university, Louise Richardson, has been involved in this programme, our Dean of the Business School. It starts to create ripples of positivity. We've also, at some of our design meetings, had very senior civil servants from the Department of Education, and people are now talking about this programme. That's how you create change. Don't wait for government. Create the story, invite them in, which is, I think, what we're doing.